You actually are pretty handsome. Congrats on that.
Oh. Shut the fuck up and do it already.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not convinced. What are you talking about? I don't know. It's just hard for me to be convinced that that's Ellie.
Behold, it is I, Neil Druckmann, god of writing. How dare you insult my creative direction, peasant? Bella Ramsey is Ellie. Retconning is faithful. Coincidences are inevitable. Revenge is go. Wait a minute.
And I want everyone to know, it's not because I want revenge. It's not. It's not about revenge. What I want is what you used to give people. I want justice. Because it's either that, or we do nothing. And I swear, if someone hurts any of you, or the people you love, you can count on me. That's what holds all this together. Not potluck dinners or New Year's Eve dances. Definitely not a wall.
Turn it off!
Busted through. But I am asking you, please, do what it takes to see that justice is done. Not for me. Not even for Joel. I am asking you, please, do it for us.
Bella can read things like nobody else. As they say, I could watch Bella Ramsey read the phone book and I would be intrigued.
Yeah, you keep telling yourself that bullshit.
Do you guys remember that pretty good game? You know, the one that got a masterpiece of a sequel? That one sequel that introduced us to these new, remedial, insipid characters that are one note and as flat as a pancake left out during a thunderstorm that's about to get its rain-soaked remains flattened by a steamroller. Except they don't get flattened. Well, not the actual titular character that everyone wants to reciprocally flatten with a golf club. No, it's just everyone else that everyone unanimously loves that gets flattened, whether it's physically or metaphorically. My Abby! Oh, Abby's friends are dead! Oh, my friends are dead! Push me to the edge! Trust me, Abby, I would love to push you over the edge and into the cavity of Satan's fucking asshole. Their fucking alien crocodile tears alongside that human emotion apparatus mechanic system underneath that fucking lizard suit of yours. Anyways, if you demanded me to list out 3 character traits of the entire Last of Us 2 cast collectively, not including Ellie and Joel, obviously, I would muster nothing. Even if you put a gun to my head with my entire family and all my friends lined up firing squad style, I would muster literally fucking nothing.
Quick, you better name 3 character traits that Abby has from The Last of Us.
Oh god! She's buff, and, she's, determined?
You just fucking listed it. 1 physical characteristic trait and 1 characteristic trait other than that. That's it. I'm bringing the fucking golf club.
Little Jesse, that also includes you. Fuck you and your fucking mother's bullshit contrived pregnancy.
Can you say something? Really?
Oh my god, just hurry the fuck up. Come on, just deliver that emotionally visceral line.
I think I'm pregnant.
Yeah, Ellie, fuck you and your immunity. Immuno what? Who gives a fuck? I'm pregnant.
I just saw you breathe spores. I'm immune. You're immune? Now you know. Really?
I think I'm pregnant.
Yeah, we needed this pregnancy to be a thing, since we had to set up the beautiful, harmonious, mirrored tapestry between us and them, us and Mel, and us and Abby, and us and fucking that one kid's name. Don't you get it, Ellie? It's beautiful, layered, paralleled storytelling. That's totally not obnoxiously see-through and horrifically dull. You get it, Ellie? Neil Druckmann's beautiful vision? His profound delineation of the grinding wheel of Samara when it comes to obsession and revenge, where it cyclically leads to destruction, death, and misery like a closed feedback loop. Wait a second, this plot sounds kind of familiar. Oh wait, that's right, Herman Melville's Moby Dick did the same exact thing but a trillion times better 200 fucking years ago. Except this time we don't get a cool, godlike, quasi-eldritch horror entity in the backdrop. No, we get fucking Abby. with a story that is 1/1,000,000th as profound, or as deep, or as interesting, or as creative as Moby Dick. Why does this bitch look like the Virgin Mary all of a sudden? Did Neil Druckmann, the writing god himself, Neil God Druckmann, is he being reborn as Jesus again? Is that the reason why this bitch is pregnant?
What? Don't worry, it's not yours.
You are not the
Yeah, Neil Druckmann, you're just a real fucking ingenious writer. 10 out of 10 story. So novel, so unique, so trailblazing, so profound and going against the grain. Just what a artistic statement. You're really went against all odds. Yeah, I'm sure that this game's profound and brilliant and perfect story will be cited 200 years from now, where people will literally be biting off its brilliance for fucking centuries, like Moby Dick. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, your Dr. Seuss tier moral messaging is just so brilliant, profound, nuanced, and so gray. Yeah, it's so not black and white at all.
How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? I'm just following my destiny. How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be?
Really fucking bad, I guess, if your existential imperative is just pure fucking revenge. Thank you, Neil Druckmann. You really masterfully unwoven that deep, rich philosophical tapestry for me to really understand. You're really fucking brilliant, dude. Well, thankfully, that minor quibble, that little gripe, that grievance that we have in The Last of Us Part 2 got completely negated by Neil Druckmann's brilliant writing insofar as Joel and Ellie's character development. Their character dynamics and their relationship with the characters around them are like this fucking tsunamic Herculean tidal wave that raises all ships around them, all the fucking mediocre character ships around them, right? Just beautifully fleshes out their characters like a Roman sculptor, right?
You goddamn right I fleshed them out beautifully.
Abby, I wasn't talking about... that type of fleshing out.
It never felt right. The Last of Us is about these two characters specifically. And all I ask is the fans of the first ones, put some faith in us, trust us, we're gonna do right by you. So.
Right. Now, I'm not one of these people that parrots the idea that The Last of Us Part 2 is the worst sequel ever made, that it's the worst story ever written, that it's the worst game ever made. However, I cannot deny the fact that there was forced, contrived story elements and shoehorned plot beats and an atmosphere of retconny characterization just suffusing the entire game, making you wonder, like, why the fuck are people doing the things that they're doing? Similarly, this game has what is called a coincidence MacGuffin, which is the main driving force of the entire plot. Everything in this game is a result of a fucking absurd coincidence. For example,
Joel and Tommy are patrolling the exact area that Abby's thugs are camping out.
Oh, come on, dude. These people really look like thugs to you?
Pin it down! Please get up!
Come on, these are some good-natured Samaritan altruists, okay? Messianic saviors of the wasteland that definitely don't cheat or steal outside of this. They definitely don't go on killing sprees or anything like that. Who definitely don't support the idea of killing a kid without their consent, because this vast international medical research team of one person who is a part of a fucking terrorist organization that has already killed numerous test subjects who were immune, and that amounted to nothing, where the doctor has this gambler fallacy because he thinks that because he's killed numerous people that eventually he's gonna spin on red, which is like some guy at a roulette table thinking that since it's spun on black 2 times, then the next is gonna be fucking red. Yeah, eventually they'll make it big and bumblefuck their way into a vaccine. And how are they gonna distribute it? How are they gonna distribute thousands and hundreds of thousands, millions of vaccines across the wasteland? Well, who the fuck knows? Absolutely brilliant, thought-provoking writing, Neil Druckmann. Man, you really are just a fucking genius.
Prep for surgery. But why is she going for surgery? What do they hope to do? If they believe her blood has healing powers, what is the purpose of the surgery? Study her blood first, see if that works before putting her into surgery. It's normal cordyceps think that she's cordyceps. It's why she's immune. That makes no sense. If it makes other cordyceps think that she's cordyceps, they wouldn't bite her. That's probably the worst theory of why she's immune. Whoever that doctor is needs to be relegated to the D League, the G League. I understand if you fail doing all the initial tests and then this is your last thing. Okay, fine. But they haven't even tried sampling her blood.
How darest thou profane my utterance? Lo, it is I, Neil Druckmann, he who is anointed, the most profound among scribes. What mattereth thy physician's lore when set against the divine fire of mine art?
Yeah, Dr. Mike, fuck you and your PhD or whatever the fuck. It is Neil Druckmann, the writing god himself, Shakespeare reincarnated, ready to fucking change story-driven media. What were we talking about? Oh, that's right, the coincidences.
This is probably the biggest coincidence. You have dozens of hundreds of patrol groups, each group having probably 10 areas that they regularly patrol, and you're telling me that Joel is patrolling the exact area that Abby is in, on the very day that Abby is in it? If there are 20 patrol groups with each group having 10 areas, then 10 times 20 equals 200 areas. Out of those 200, the chance of Joel patrolling that area on that day are 0.5%. What if Abby and her group were forced to kidnap someone and torture them to get Joel? Or what if they had to go to town as spies to find them? Could they have made the story more interesting, realistic?
No, they couldn't have. Listen, poor writing is actually great. Illogical coincidences are actually very logical and common. Retcons are faithful. Revenge is good. Oh, wait a minute.
Joel saves Abby in time just before she would have died. So Abby is about to be killed by this monolithic zombie horde in the middle of fucking nowhere, and Joel is in the right exact place in the right exact time. Huh, that's kind of weird.
That scene does kind of play out like a B-movie Deus Ex Machina event. That, on top of what we just previously read, we're reaching ludicrous levels of improbability here, don't you think? Anyone? And as a result, The Last of Us Part 2 felt like a sandbox of a game where the writer just added the characters to the sandbox and just contorted and played with them and did whatever he pleased, irrespective of everything, to the chagrin of the majority of people who played it, at the cost of what made the prior game good. Likewise, this would also extend to the good writing. I don't have anything against bold, shocking plot maneuvers. You know, if they're spearheaded by an intelligent, intrepid warrior. No, the bold plot maneuvers in this game were spearheaded by a fucking myopic kid with Down syndrome. I thought that their story of cyclical violence and revenge was somehow profound and needed to be accelerated at the cost of literally everything. That this was paramount and to everything. Everything was just secondary. Yeah, this preachy amalgam of fabrications didn't exactly jive well with me. I wasn't exactly smitten with it, to say the least. Last, I'm gonna have to mention the just sheer amount of contemporary social political issues that are just artificially incubated into the story. Oh, sorry, I meant to say that it will bludgeon you over the head with contemporary social issues. Was The Last of Us Part 1 political? Yes, inherently. Absolutely. Did it have LGBTQIA+++Y XYZ themes? Yes, it did. But holy fuck, was it well executed, and it felt, I don't know, natural. It had verisimilitude to it. And it didn't feel like when the writer was writing the script for The Last of Us Part 1, he was also simultaneously telling off the amount of left-wing points he'll be getting.
What you got there?
Bigot sandwiches.
Nobody in a post-apocalyptic setting is going to be saying this fucking Twitterism. It's absurd. People on Twitter in the modern day don't even fucking say this shit in real life, let alone people who have never accessed the internet before in a post-apocalyptic setting. Yeah, Neil Druckmann, if you really want to write a good leftist piece of work, how about you fucking go play Disco Elysium and Papers, Please, or Bioshock Infinite? Bioshock 1, I guess, because that's also just like critique on Ayn Rand's right-wing libertarian philosophy. Take some fucking notes on some actual games with some nuanced, subversive, intricate, rich, layered storytelling with heavy leftist bents that don't feel disgustingly and needlessly contemporary and just brings you out of the fucking world. Yeah, anyways, that shit got a fucking TV adaptation. And just like the game, it fucking sucks. But I'm sorry, I need to harp on this point. I need to put this point to the forefront. I am going to be just completely shitting on Bella Ramsey. And honestly, this is my major, pivotal, focal gripe with this entire TV series, is that Ellie, her essence, is just not captured well in this TV show. They just ramped the fucking snark, rude, careless, callousness, this morbid insensitivity, without any subtext or undertones of playful, innocent sarcasm, or whimsical puerileness, or this wittiness, or jovial curiosity, or charisma, or anything that the character is really known for. Is a character snarky, a little bit arrogant, and a little bit brash? Yes, but holy fuck, there was subtext and undertones to it. No, the Ellie in this TV show is very much one note. Yeah, and I understand that people think that character appearance isn't everything when it comes to, acting a role, because that's really what it is about. It's about acting. And she can't even fucking do that.
Says we can just wait it out, be all poetic, and just lose our minds together. And then she did. And I had to.
Holy fucking shit. Bing ting ow. Oh my god. But you can't deny, a character's physical appearance does play a role, and the way someone looks affects how their actions and emotions are interpreted on the screen. They contribute to how we perceive and understand the character. If Leonardo DiCaprio looked like an incel chud and he was playing the role as Jack in the Titanic, you can't. He played it just as well as Leonardo DiCaprio. And on top of that, he wasn't charismatic or anything, just like Bella Ramsey. You really can't tell me that the physical appearance doesn't take away from the story a little bit,
It's a family event.
It's a family event.
Sorry.
Pretty weird how the sexist guy in the prior game is, he's like one of the few faithful adaptations. That's a little bit weird. It's a little bit strange. It's pretty strange how they casted him to look exactly, almost identical. Why didn't they just get up any random white person? Why was this guy casted on his physical appearance to a T? That's strange. I thought the physical appearance doesn't matter at all, And no, it's not because of your fucking pedophilic projections. What kind of argument is this? She's not a good actor. She doesn't deliver her lines well. She doesn't look like Ellie. She doesn't embody the personality of Ellie. What is this straw man? What is this reactionary straw man? Who the fuck is saying this? Anyways, TV show's dog shit. Anyways, it's dog shit, and Neil Druckmann knows it's dog shit because he wouldn't be fucking redoing the appearances of the characters and rewriting them to make them more likable, because I thought they were just already so likable and so traumatized and such deep characters in the first place. And he wouldn't also be redoing the way that Joel got captured in the first place. If part 2 was just such an infallible masterpiece in storytelling, you wouldn't be redoing the entire fucking first half of the game. And if you watch the TV show, it literally feels like that, okay? It feels like a complete... Even though it's not completely different, everything about it just feels completely different, because a lot of that shit is changed, like Abby's appearance, like the way that Joel got captured, like everything. And these aren't just like random additions, no, these are actual attempts at improving the poor writing, having the fucking structure be in place, and they fucking duct tape it with fucking glue and bubble gum. Anyways, everyone knows that the casting choices for this fucking TV series is dog shit by intuition. Everyone intuitively understands that Bella Ramsey getting cast as Ellie wasn't the greatest option possible. Everyone understands this intuitively. Same with The Last of Us Part 2's shitty fucking writing. Everyone understands this intuitively, but it's been like transformed and converted into this culture war fucking battlefront zone where people just use it as a means to fucking further their fucking social policy. Whatever bullshit social cultural policy that has no effect on your life materially is at the forefront when it comes to discussing this game and arguing about this game. It's just back and forth, just absolute retardation on both sides. And I'm not trying to take this from a light-in centrist perspective, but holy fuck, is this game just fucking retarded. Okay, and also the show's really fucking retarded too. Anyways, yeah, that's about it. See ya.